One of the biggest things that's stopping you from leaving that abusive relationship is children. And you're co-parenting with someone with narcissistic personality disorder who's using the children to weaponize you. So just like I talked about in my last video, you need to use the gray rock method, and I can get into a little bit more detail about that. I see comments all the time from women saying, okay, how do I go no contact when I have to co-parent with this person? You can't just up and leave and steal the kids away from them legally. So what do? We're going to use the gray rock method. The gray rock method means being so boring, detached, and unreactive that the narcissist gets nothing from you. Because remember, they feed off of your reaction. What reactions? Your anger, your frustration, your panic, your pleading, even defending yourself. It's all supply to the narcissist. The gray rock method says, I give you nothing. I protect my peace like my life depends on it. So here's some specific ways that you can use the gray rock method if you have to share kids. Limit communication to one way, text or email. No calls, no in-person conversations unless needed to. Next step, keep responses short, factual, and emotionless. Think like robot with a court transcript. Don't say things like, you were supposed to be here an hour ago. That is so unfair to the kids. Do say, noted, pickup was at 6 p.m. Child is now with me. Don't say things like, you never help with homework. Why do I have to do everything? Do say, homework was completed. Let me know if you plan on reviewing anything. The next step, no defending, explaining, or emotional dumping. This just opens the door for them to twist your words, gaslight you, or use it against you in court or emotionally. You don't need to justify anything to anyone who doesn't operate in truth. The next step, stick to child-related topics only. If they text you about your looks, ignore. Your dating life, ignore. Your parenting style, ignore. You can say, I'm focused on what's best for our child. Leave it at that. Redirect every conversation back to the child like a broken record. Another way to use the gray rock method is don't respond right away unless it's an emergency. You don't owe anybody an immediate response unless it's an emergency. So take your walk, take your nap, take 2 hours. You are not obligated to respond on their timeline. This disrupts the power dynamic. There's something called the BIF method that you can use if you need to respond to drama. And if you're dealing with a narcissist, you know you will. BIF stands for brief, informative, friendly-ish, and firm. Example, I'll drop him off at 5 o'clock as planned. Let me know if there's a change. That's it. No sugar, no sting, just flatline neutral. Another step in the gray rock method when you have to do in-person exchanges for the child, all business. Sunglasses on, no small talk. Focus on the child. Smile at your child, not your ex. Keep it moving like you're on a schedule because you are your piece. Another step, have a script ready for when they try to bait you. If he tries to provoke you, calmly say, I'm not discussing that. Or, that's not up for debate. Or, you can remain silent. That's the ultimate power move. You don't need to match their chaos, and you don't need to give them the reaction that they're trying to get out of you. You lead with calm, with power. That is strength. I know how frustrating it is, and I know you want to scream and punch them and do all the things, but we're not doing this. And you're not weak because you have to still deal with this person. You're a total fucking powerhouse for having to do this dance with grace, strategy, and sanity intact. Using the gray rock method is how you keep your nervous system protected. It's how you stop playing their game. It's how you show your children what emotional regulation actually looks like. It's going to take practice. You're going to forget sometimes. You're going to screw it up. but that's okay. You have the tools now. So practice, 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 and you'll see how you start getting some of your power back.